of Dawn. Thanks so much for tuning in. We're so excited here. As you can see, I've got Coachy, Jason DeCarolis from Bristol.
Hi.
And he's been a guest. Thanks so many. We had so many views last time. It was crazy. And I thought, you know what? He's going to come back. I ran into him recently. And we're going to talk some more hockey. We're going to do the, as you can see, the Tampa Bay Devil Rays won the
Lightning.
Lightning.
The Lightning.
That's baseball. See,
Yep.
I mixed it up. So they won the Stanley Cup
Twice.
twice.
In a row.
Wow, in a row?
2 in a row.
And who's their coach?
John Cooper, who was just recently named the head coach for Team Canada for the upcoming Winter Olympics.
Oh,
if
wow.
it goes on a schedule in Beijing in February of 2022.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Now, when's the Winter Olympics for the hockey?
Winter Olympics begins, if my mind is correct, I believe it starts in February.
February?
They're gonna, now they're still only talking about what's going on if they're going to go. If they do it, the schedule's already out. They're going to take at least a 2 to 3 week break to go to Beijing, play the games, and then continue until the late April, and then the playoffs will probably be over by July.
Wow, and it's not in Tokyo, though. No.
No, it's not in Tokyo.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Instead it's in Beijing, so hopefully keep your fingers crossed they don't spike up there.
Oh, I hope not. I hope not. So what we're going to do is we're going to paint the Tampa Bay logo, the Lightning, and we're going to do blue, and we have silver, and we have black. And I did bring a goodie bag so that while we're filming, we can kind of take little presents out and talk about different hockey fun facts. Okay? So we have the blue and the silver and the black, and we're going to do it however we want because that's the way we roll. So I'm going to get the goodie bag first, and while you're painting, we'll get out a couple things. Pick whatever brush you want. And remember, if you have kids at home and they're big sports fans, paint this thing on the wall. You know, a lot of moms are like, oh no, it's Benjamin Moore, we're gonna ruin the wall. And it's like, are you kidding? Did you have stuff all over your walls when you were a kid?
I played with it as a kid, but then I just decided to clean it off and do something else spectacular. Throw the wallpaper on.
And what he has fish.
Yep.
Fish. I noticed he's going to the store to buy a lot of fish.
Yeah.
It seems like that with every pet
Going again soon, hopefully in September.
You don't feel that bad.
Had to take a little break because, you know, starting to get a little busy, but that's okay.
Yeah. What about when the power went out and you had the fish tank? You know, when we had power.
When the power went out, well, the last time we had power, last year we didn't lose power though in Bristol. We only lost cable, but when we lost the power, I
lost a bunch of fish, right?
I lost only 2 fish, but I had to run the car. I had to run the tank from my aunt's car because she had an electrical extension cord that I could run.
And do you get the fish at the PetSmart in Plainville?
I go all over.
Oh, you do?
PetSmart, sometimes I go to, you know, it depends on my mood. Sometimes I'll go to Berlin because I think it's the most successful rate of not losing fish.
Oh, that's hilarious. Now, notice he's doing the lightning bolt blue, and I'm doing the other part blue. So you can do whatever you want. But if you do your kids, you know, on the wall, again, if you're going to do the Boston Celtics, that's hard to draw because you got to draw a leprechaun, you know, with a pipe and all that stuff.
And you have to study it and how you have to
it's very
look at it.
hard.
You have to look at it on your phone. You got to look at it on the computer.
Yeah, it's hard. But if you're doing, you know, the Boston Red Sox, you can do the Sox. You can do just the red, you know, the B. But it's pretty easy, and you can also trace it with a projector. So it's not so bad. So who on the Tampa Bay? Who did they play in the playoffs? Like, who were they up against?
First round, they played against the Florida Panthers, which I thought was a nice rivalry because that's the first time they've ever played each other.
Panthers, yeah.
In the Stanley Cup playoffs because they played each other two times before the regular season was over, and it got nasty.
Was it
for
close?
A little while. No, the first game.
This is so fun talking about hockey.
The first game around when they played each other, there were a few fights, you know, because in the regular season, heaven forbid, they have to fight, and I do not like the fights.
He doesn't like the fights.
I hate it. So then when that game was over, you know, both teams pretty much, the Lightning were seeded number 2, the Florida Panthers were number 1. So basically,
it's a lot of fun watching those games.
They played each other in the playoffs. Actually, was Florida? Wait, no, Tampa was 2, and Florida was number 3. Actually.
Okay.
So they moved along. They played each other in the playoffs. It got real nasty in game 1. They actually lost one.
Can't believe it.
One of their Sam Reinhart of the Florida Panthers actually had to serve a 1-game suspension because he did an illegal hit.
And that means that the team suffers because
they had to replace him.
And the coach probably yells like crazy.
Joel Quenneville? Nah. Well, he's not a yeller. He used to coach the Chicago Blackhawks, so.
Oh, really?
We know what it's like. Yeah, he won 3 Stanley Cups.
Tony Amante.
What's that?
Tony Amonte.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And he won. And he won a Stanley Cup ring with the
I love it.
Carolina Hurricanes before he called it a career. So
I don't know what I'm going to do. This is fun because you can do whatever you want. And then you could probably hang these both together, one over the other.
Absolutely.
Or if you know a Tampa Bay fan, you just give it away.
And I've actually been to I've been to 5 Tampa Bay Lightning games actually down there. And they've won all 5 games. I'm 5-0 when I've gone down there.
And you go to a lot of hockey games. They're expensive, right?
They can be, but if I go to Disney World, I have to go see a hockey game in Tampa Bay. No, and it's much easier to drive than going to a Tampa Bay Rays game because it's all the way out in St. Petersburg,
How often
Florida.
do you go to Disney? I want to go.
It depends. Sometimes every 2 to 3 years, but it all hinders on.
You really do?
You know, but it hinders on what my schedule is because during the high school basketball, because I help out over there during the.
Doing silver now.
We have to.
So fun.
We have to now at this point have to watch the CCC tournament because it's in Hartford and I'm not working those games. So sometimes I go out there and save myself for the tournament to come home for.
So you work a lot of games.
Yes, I do work a lot of games. Now, unfortunately, back in 2020, get home from the airport, and unfortunately, the pandemic started about a week before.
Right?
1 week before when we got home, it completely started, and then the whole basketball season went out the door.
And did it affect the hockey player season? Well, not as much as the others,
No, but
right?
they took the pause though. They had to take a pause because, and I remember the night when the Rangers were playing the Colorado Avalanche. When the NBA decided to suspend their season, I said, the NHL is not too far behind. And so, so I told Leonce, I said, please let me stay up late tonight because I've got a feeling this is they're gonna shut it down.
Yeah.
So I stayed up. I did scream a little bit at the computer watching the Rangers play the Avalanche when the Rangers tied it, and my aunts didn't hear me, thank goodness. So when that game was over, I said, you know what? I said, okay, Los Angeles was playing Ottawa. I said, that's the last game probably for a while. So I stayed up a little bit, and I said, okay, it's
done.
Game over.
Done.
Yeah, Kings won 7-0 that night against Ottawa.
Now, how many, typically, I know you have a lot of TVs in your room and computers going. Typically, how many games are you watching at the same time?
It depends on how many games are played that night.
And do you ever watch a basketball team and a hockey game
I have done that
when
there's not many hockey games. I will throw a basketball game on.
And then do you have soundproof walls?
No.
No, so you don't go that wild. My husband yells and screams.
I will do that if I don't like what's going on or if a referee made a missed call.
And he thinks that this is a steal your face, like the Grateful Dead. I told you, it's ridiculous.
So then when the Lightning beat the Florida Panthers in the first round, their next opponent
beat them easy, or was it tough,
against Florida, I think it was a little tough.
And it was nasty.
It was nasty. Yes, it went. It went 6 games it did go 6. So
6 games, is that the amount? The longest?
No, it's best 4 out of 7.
7, right.
So the next series was the Carolina Hurricanes in round 2. It was nasty a little bit, but Tampa Bay was able to get their composure
going. I can't even
going.
believe it. I wonder if those guys stay in the hotel sometime if it goes into the night.
Well,
if they meet each other at night,
Dawn, it all depends on who plays what, because when the hockey playoffs were being played in Canada,
I know
the first 2 rounds they did not allow any fans in their arena. At all. Because Canada had more strict rules.
Jeez, I can't. Yeah, I remember,
So then while that was going on, everybody in the United States could have about 12 to 14,000 fans in the stands during the playoffs.
And that was a shame.
Well, no, because once the team kept going, they got to increase it even more. Jeez. More fans got to go as long as you were vaccinated.
And tickets were more expensive, I'm sure.
Of course,
right?
naturally.
Yeah, of course.
So they played Carolina. They had no problem taking care of them. I mean, they were prepared and everything. Andre Vasilevsky pitched the shutout. He's a goaltender.
Goaltender for
the Tampa Bay.
Is he good?
He's real good.
Is he good as the guy from the Bruins that quit or whatever?
Tuukka Rask. No, Tuukka Rask right now is going to be having hip surgery, so he's going to be out half the season.
I thought he quit.
No, he didn't quit.
Oh, he didn't quit?
He didn't quit, no.
I can't say that. I don't think that's nice to him because he took a break, right?
No, because he's having hip surgery.
Oh, that's why?
That's
okay,
why.
So I didn't know. I thought his career was
No,
done.
his career's not over yet. Not yet.
And he's good.
So the Bruins picked up Linus Ullmark from the Buffalo Sabres, and they have another goaltender from Alaska named Jeremy Swayman. So
doing mine with the black, Jason. He can do his however. He can mix colors. Doesn't matter. Let's open some of the goodie bag. All right, so first in the bag, yeah.
Of course, you have to have your Stanley Cup champion.
No, the first thing we have is a, it's a little beanie baby, beanie ball. And it's LA Kings. And I got it because Dean Lombardi, he's the general manager, but not anymore?
Not anymore, no.
Oh.
He lost his job and Rob Blake took over as general manager.
He's going to be your little friend.
But he won he got 2 Stanley Cup rings, though, when the Kings won the Cup.
And so I don't know him personally. He's related to us, not me, but my husband's mother is cousins with him. And they're all from Chicopee, Mass. So I don't know how he played hockey.
Now, Dean Lombardi was also a general manager of the San Jose Sharks, too.
Now, do you think he played hockey? Because they're Italians.
That's a good question. I don't know if he did, but I know he was in the hockey operations, and, he got his first gig with the Kings, and he did pretty good.
I'll show you the Beanie Baby. He's so cute at that little thing at the mall, the West Farms Mall. So the Kings they were a good team.
They were a good team when they won the Cup. They beat the Devils in 6 to win the Stanley Cup, and then 2 years later, they beat the New York Rangers in 5 games. And how they won the Stanley Cup was an Alec Martinez rebound that he put in past Henrik Lundqvist and in after the puck got open, and Martinez was just there at the right time, right moment, and that was it.
God, now are there any Italian hockey players ever?
No, there isn't yet.
What about black guys?
We have a few.
Wendy said
actually.
we have 1 or 2. Yeah.
We have PK Subban, who plays for the
New
Jersey Devils. He's a defenseman. He used to play for Nashville and then Montreal.
And good? Is he good?
Yeah, he's good, but the last couple years, fallen a little bit. So we hope he plays better.
What about like Japanese guys? They like baseball. Isn't it a big baseball thing, Japanese? What about hockey? They don't go on skates?
No, we had maybe a couple. We had one Korean player named Richard Park.
Do you think it's mostly size?
I don't know.
I know.
It depends on who wants to put on the weight. I mean, we have a lot of people who played from Canada, the United States. Russia is starting to really come in now.
Yeah.
Czech Republic, Sweden, Germany. You name it, they'll come. Even these people, like, for example, this year, Cole Caulfield, after he won the MVP for the University of Wisconsin, he immediately played for the Montreal Canadiens, and Montreal made it all the way to the Stanley Cup Finals this past year. He actually played every single game, and he looked really good.
And they're really good. And who has on the Tampa Bay? Who's the best with the stick skills? Is that what they call it? Stick skills.
Oh, that all depends. That's a tough question to answer.
It is. I love it. I asked a good question.
Steven Stamkos is the captain of the team, and he had a much better playoff than when he did last season, unfortunately, because he got hurt.
Is the captain always the guy that does the beginning of the game with the puck off, the puck trade off, or whatever they do?
No.
And that's,
they don't do that, no. But as a captain or an alternate, you can go to the officials and you can talk about what happened on the play, why the penalty happened, why wasn't there a call.
Oh.
Something like that.
And they get penalized for anything, pretty much.
For anything if you're not smart.
Yeah. And what if you try to hurt someone intentionally?
That becomes they can look at it, review it to see if it's a major and a misconduct, because there's a new rule now. If they think that something really happened, you can go to the monitor or the tablet and you can review to see if there was any bad contact, and if that was the case, you can get a game misconduct, and then of course it's an automatic review, and you can be suspended.
And that's a hard one to review. This hockey, because they're moving so fast.
Yes, they're moving quick.
Jeez,
so
I can't believe it.
Because especially when we had the one with Tom Wilson when the Capitals played the New York Rangers.
We'll have him show his in a second.
I thought the league was going to suspend him because he sucker punched Pavel Buchnevich on a play a couple times.
He's the Pavel Buchnevich? That's got to be Russian.
He's a forward. Yes, he is a Russian player.
And the Russians are good? Is that because it's freezing in Russia?
No.
Oh, it isn't?
No.
And do some of those guys that come over from Russia, are they used to playing hockey indoors, or do they play on
they play indoors. They play indoors.
Okay.
But now, of course, with games being played outdoors, the people from Russia, they love to play it outside.
They do?
Because it's an atmosphere that you don't normally...
And do they have nice rinks and stuff outside?
Yes, and as a matter of fact...
That's so fun.
This year we have a couple games coming up, we hope. There's one on New Year's Day. The last time we had one was when they played at the Cotton Bowl between the Dallas Stars and the Nashville Predators.
Okay, National Predators is also hockey?
They're also hockey.
You're kidding. Where are they from?
Tennessee, where Nick Bonino used to be until he signed, unfortunately, before we went on the air, he signed last week, he signed a 2-year deal with the San Jose Sharks.
Is that a good deal for him?
I think so. I mean, San Jose, unfortunately, is becoming to be a team where they're going to have to, they're rebuilding.
Yeah.
So, because during the free agency, what was it? We had a nice player.
I told you, we got great Rich. We got Rich directing tonight.
We got directing. Thank you. We got the warning how much we have left.
We got 10 minutes. Isn't it hilarious? Okay, we better do another gift. Now, let's see what I got here. Now, I went to oh, here's what I got. It's a salad from Naples Pizza. Hi, Kurt. Kurt, you got to be a guest. We got a salad. Now, tell everybody, I didn't know this, but hockey, they have this big joke about salad. And what does it have to do with hair, I heard? And they wear long hair.
Oh, yeah. They call it the dreadlocks sometimes. In actual hockey, we don't do that, but they love to have the facial beards, though.
They love to have the hair, yeah, like crazy hair.
Only in the playoffs, though.
Really?
They don't do it during the regular season. They only do it during the playoffs.
Because it's too much crap under the helmet, right?
Well, in one team, the New York Islanders, their general manager Lou Lamoriello does not want to have.
Oh, he's Italian. Lou Lamoriello.
They do not like him. He doesn't like his players having facial beards during the regular season. I guess it's like a New York Yankees type rule.
Right. Who was that guy? Joe Torre or Joe?
No, now it's Aaron Boone, who's the manager.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, I had another question because when I was going through this store, we'll get on another gift in a second. When I was going through this store, I think Coachy, because he just went to Patriots training camp.
A training camp yesterday on Tuesday.
Tuesday. So I went a couple years ago. I loved it. I thought it was great.
So did I.
Stephen Gilmore signed something for us before he was even like anything. And then I guess he got good, right?
I'm so hoping that he doesn't. He's a free agent. He's a free agent at the end of this year. There's one problem. Right? Yes, he's very good.
He is?
He's a very good defensive
back. Who's our quarterback? That Cole guy?
Oh, Cam Newton.
No, you don't like him.
I'm scared of him.
You are?
I'll tell you why.
Does he have a bad lifestyle or something that he does?
No,
stuff?
A little bit, but
like the other guy. What was his name? The guy that they knew was going to get rid of.
Yeah, well, Tom Brady unfortunately went to Tampa Bay, and I can't wait till Tampa plays New England in Week 4.
Oh God!
I've already heard the.
And you're still a New England fan?
Yes.
Okay, so you don't care, Tom.
If you want to go to a game, front row tickets for that night is $1,600.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Let's get another gift out. Now, listen, if we get cut off short, he's coming back in 2 weeks, and we're going to talk some more hockey, and we're going to do a painting of, I'm going to do a little research this time, because I never really do anything, because I like winging it, you know, it's kind of fun. But next time, I'm going to try to ask my sister, you know, which team she thinks might win the cup this year. And when is the cup?
The Stanley Cup will be hoisted, and the playoffs will start in April. It all depends if they go to the Olympics or not. It might be the middle of April, or it might start late April.
Oh,
it
God,
all depends on if the people if they go to the Olympics.
Wow, that's crazy. That's a lot of work. Let's get another gift before we end. Now, Christmas is coming. And I think he does like the Bruins, right?
Yeah, I like the Bruins. Yes, they're an upcoming team. I like how they bun.
Do they have a chance for the cup?
I think they do, but it's gonna all depend on their goaltending this year.
Oh, no, it's not a Christmas ornament. It's a team photo holder. So it holds a photo.
Close enough.
But it has a Christmas tree. It's perfect.
The Bruins are going to need Bruins need a goaltender, I think. I mean, their goaltending is going to be key this year because Tuukka Rask is going to miss half the season because he does have to have hip surgery. And
what happened to the hip? Is that from kneeling down doing the crazy pose?
I don't know. It happened during their second round series against the New York Islanders.
And where does he get his crazy name from? Sorry, that's mean.
Tuukka Rask, yeah. Czech Republic.
Czech Republic. Is that part of Russia still or no?
No, it isn't.
How smart.
Nope.
So smart. What was your best subject in school?
Math.
Yeah, I knew it. See? And nobody ever said, dude, you could be making millions on Wall Street?
Yeah, no. All except I know I do the math because of the statistics. So I go.
I can't believe it.
I don't like it when they say a win is a win, a loss is a loss.
Right,
I have to go by the statistics.
But really, it came easy for you because it's funny. That's my worst subject. It's horrible.
Yeah,
it's
my worst subject's science. So.
Oh, isn't that funny? Yeah, I was telling them last time. So Jason, I go through Popeyes, and the bill was $19.18. So I gave the lady $20.18, right? And what is she supposed to give me back?
$1 back.
$1, right? So she's like my kid's age. And I'm just like, I can't her the $20.18, and she's like, oh, no, the 20 covers it. And I was like, you people are so sorry about the girl at Popeyes. But I asked my kid, like, I almost wanted to say, do you go to school in Farmington? Is James Lombardi in your class? Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh my God, I'm dying.
Yup.
So anyway, we probably have like 2 minutes left, so if we keep going.
Yup, we are going to save the other 2 rounds.
And you do the hot tub. He's a big fan. I'm going to get a hot tub because I have the back problems.
Go for it. I will
help
discuss.
Back
it can help, yes.
Do you have the jets that shoot into you?
I have the jets that are on the bottom.
Oh, I gotta get one.
Here's our.
Oh, it's
5 minutes.
We have 5 minutes. We love Rich.
Yeah, we are going to discuss the next show. We'll discuss the other 2 rounds of the Tampa Bay Lightning so we can make it more
we're going to
dramatic.
make it great. Speaking of Rich, I don't understand why people would name their kid Rich. And, you know, when you could just pick Rich over Dick, not to be mean or anything, but I'm just saying, Rich sounds like fancy and you've got money.
Of course.
You know, I don't know. That's awful. But I just say it. I just say whatever I want.
Yup.
So we got 5 minutes. Next time's going to be fun.
Yeah, because I can tell you exactly how the other 2 rounds went when they faced against the New York Islanders and the Montreal Canadiens. And yes, I can tell you that they beat Carolina on a shutout by Andrei Vasilevsky.
And what's a shutout, when they win the whole
No,
sweep?
A shutout is when a goaltender doesn't give up a goal at all during the game.
Who's the best goaltender of all time, in your opinion?
Right now,
Bobby, what's his name? Flay? No,
not Bobby Flay. Bobby Orr. No, he's a defenseman.
Bobby Flay. Oh, I think he's a chef.
Bobby Orr's a defenseman. No,
defenseman is when he's near the goal.
Yeah.
I didn't know
think the best goaltender. There have been some great goaltenders over the years, like Ron Hextall, or
Hextall.
There's one to name to start. But you got upcoming goaltenders who are coming into the league and stuff, and you got rookie goaltenders who are coming in. The only goal, and Marc-Andre Fleury is another one.
Marc-Andre Fleury, that sounds fancy.
I was very disappointed to see. He was traded to the Chicago Blackhawks a week ago, and he had to discuss things with his family about why he went to Chicago, because Las Vegas had to trade him because of salary cap issues.
Yeah.
So
what does the average hockey player make if you're like one of the best? Same as a football, or are they lower paid?
Not as bad as football or baseball or basketball.
Not as high?
Not as bad. No one's ever done a contract worth $100 million yet.
Really? Wow, that's crazy. So we made some Tampa Bay Lightning cookies tonight, my daughter and I. Yeah, they look so pretty. And then we have some ding-dongs, which look like hockey pucks. We brought those tonight.
Yeah, I remember to bring a hockey puck on the show for the next one, because I actually I have a Tampa Bay Lightning hockey puck.
Wow.
I do have one, yes.
That's great. And we were saying, ding-dong. That's what people call me. And, well, because I was bad at math, and I was like, I'm sorry, I only made it to Algebra 1. What did you make it to, like trig and all that crazy stuff?
No, I just made it to regular basic math, and then that was it.
Hard. I can't
After fractions, it was over.
Let's show our paintings before they turn the camera off. Now, I like his better because I told you, black with white and color makes anything pop. Any designer will tell you. If you're decorating, like Heather will tell you, black and white somewhere in the room next to each other will make the color pop. So I'm going to add some white while we're chatting. He left some of the white of the canvas, so he's all set. I like his better, but he's going to get them both. It's going to be so fun. We have 2 minutes left, so we'll just chat it up, and then we'll see you on next episode. It's going to be great. Yep. It'll be August 25th, which is also a Wednesday.
Wednesday night.
And then your birthday is?
My birthday's the 21st. So
21st of August, a Leo.
Yep, I am.
You know what?
Leo.
My dad's a Leo.
I'm a Leo by 1 day.
Are you super, 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 I'm thinking of my dad right now, patient?
I can't, sometimes. Sometimes I am patient, sometimes
What about
not.
if you go, like I just went to Naples Pizza to get a salad, but I went to Fork and Fire instead, and Kurt owns both restaurants, so I didn't feel
That doesn't make a difference.
But it was packed. You could wait in line, you don't get mad?
No, I have my phone just looking at sports news while I wait.
How about traffic? You beep?
Nope.
What if someone beeps at you and for nothing? Do you beep back?
I just go like this. See you later.
You do? Just forget it?
Yeah, forget him.
I can't believe it. I'm so excited. So we will see you next 2 weeks on the 25th. We'll take off where we came from. We'll do some. We'll do a little bet.
Yep. And we will discuss the Tampa Bay Lightning's 3rd and 4th round episodes.
Are they looking good this year?
I think they can three-peat. They didn't really lose too many people. The only player they really lost was Yanni Gourde, but that was to the Seattle Kraken.
Yanni.
He's coming in the...
It's like the guy that sings. Remember Yanni? Oh, my God. Linda Evans. He dated her.
Nope. This Yanni's Yanni Gourde.
And I was asking Jason, DeCarolis. I said, Greek. He goes, no, Italian. I'm like, it has an S on the end. It's got to be Greek. It's like the Acropolis,
It's
Rich
not.
and I were saying. No.
Nope.
So
It's
it
not.
must have been... But that's the original DeCarolis. I wonder where it's from. Like Naples, Sicily?
I don't know. It all depends. I was born here, so.
And mother or father's Italian? Or both?
Both.
They
well,
are?
my father was more Italian than my mom.
And who's from Bristol? Both?
Both.
They are?
Well, actually, I think my mom was from Miami, Florida.
Oh, yeah?
And then I think, she got married, and there it is. Then I became a kid in '76, and here we are now.
I can't even believe it. And then how's the town of Bristol to live in? The politics is pretty good, or is it crazy?
It's okay.
People get all revved up over the
It all
mask.
depends, but I stay away from it.
Yeah,
I don't have time. Not yet. I don't want to go too much into details about it, but right now we're not at the moment. But don't be surprised soon. Yeah,
right,
it's
right.
happening.
And then when you go to work, do people do you have like rules that they have to wear a mask or you have to check?
Optional.
I know they're doing that.
It's optional, but not for us. Unfortunately, associates have to wear one for now until.
Yeah. Do you mind?
The first time around, I was like a little iffy. The second go around, I'm okay with it, but still, I'm not a big fan of it. But if that's what it takes, I have to do it. Then I'll do it.
I think that's great. I love it. So we're wrapping it up. We'll see you next time.
See you next
Thanks
week.
for tuning in on the Crack of Dawn. Oh, and one more thing before you even turn off the television. Coachy has a show called The Sportsman's Show with Joe Musel. It's fantastic. They get tons of views. I think more than my show. And I don't get jealous. Who cares? It's fantastic. But they talk all sports and have guests. They had Christina
We've
Pruitt.
had 2 guests so far. We're hoping for more in the future.
Fantastic show.
And sometimes I study the sports stuff. Sometimes I don't need to because it's all right
it
here
all
in my
comes
mind.
right in there. So we'll see you next time. And
see you later,
tune
folks.
into our shows. Thanks
See you in
so
2
much.
weeks. Bye-bye.
Bye.